Hello friends, it has been a long while since we met. The last encounter we have seen was with the Go tutorials. Now I came up with some fresh concepts which are more basically for Java enthusiasts. So now I am going to create some series of video tutorials for Java 9. So far we have seen various things in Go programming languages, nook and corner of Go language, what are all the features, everything. But in this Java tutorial, I am not going to see more features on Java programming language, but some of the special features introduced in Java 9. Okay, so before getting into Java 9 related stuff, I just wanted to give you some head start with the Java 8 release. So in Java 8 release, there have been some set of new things introduced from Oracle Corporation. There were Lambda expressions, Stream API, and lot more stuff they have been introduced. Similar to this, at time to time, various Java versions were come up with some of the great features. For example, Java 5 came with generics. Similar to this, there is a very big change, Stream API being introduced in Java 8. But up to the level of Java 8, the Java ecosystem is being followed the same type of organization in their JRE, in the code development, in the code deployment, how we are packaging the jar, everything is being followed in the same style right from the first release of Java up to the Java 8 level. Here and there are new features that have been introduced, but that is to improvise the ecosystem. But now from Java 9, they shifted the entire paradigm of how you are writing a Java project. So the way you are developing a Java project itself will shift into a new generation, the new way of thinking, the new way of Dockers, microservices. So the Java is going to be aligned with the way of new age thinking and deploying the applications in new age containers. So that is how they did lot of reformations into the Java 9 ecosystem. So the development style will change, the packaging style, the distribution style, the deployment style, everything will be changed in the Java 9. So for that, they have introduced a new paradigm called modular programming. That is modules. They introduced something called modules. What are modules? That's what we are going to see in the forthcoming video sessions of this series. Right. Earlier we know packages, right? So packages we used to have namespaces. We group our classes accordingly based on their behavior. So we import the packages, we utilize those classes, and that's it. That's the way we use packages. Modules are one more way of wrappers above the packages. So we have restrictions over the packages and we use the modules directly. It may be a collection of packages. We will see those things in detail in further videos and all. This video is going to be just an introduction about Java 9 modules. Right. So before getting into Java 9 modules, similar to Java 8, Java 9 has some more new features also being introduced. The one is JShell, which is a part of REPL. And apart from this, some improvisations have been done with the process API, try with resources construct, and lot more things like HTTP2 client, and even some improvisations have been done in the stream APIs. So these kind of things are happened over the existing Java 8 library. Apart from this, a new project which is called as a project Jigsaw. Project Jigsaw. The name of the project is Project Jigsaw is being introduced in Java 9, which fully deals with the modular programming of Java. So how modules being organized and what are all the benefits of these modules. These are a very important things we are going to discuss in the forthcoming sessions. Okay. Now, before getting into the scene, we need to know how this modular programming affects the Java ecosystem, the Java JDK. So we have something called JDK, which is a Java developer's kit. So I'm just opening my command prompt. I have JDK installed, JDK 1.8. So this is my conventional old JDK I have in my machine, which is Java 8. If I type ls, you can see some handful of libraries and handful of directories here. So we know all these directories are right from the first versions of Java is being practiced and followed throughout the Java 8 version. We have bin, we have include, we have JRE, we have lib, lot more stuff is being introduced. is there already. Now, if I am going to Java 9 ecosystem, for example, cd jdk 9 is where I have all my stuff. jdk 9, yeah. So if I type ls, you can notice here there is a new folder introduced which is called as conf. Okay, one more new folder which is jmods. These two are the new additions to the Java ecosystem. In the conventional JDK up to JDK 1.8, we don't have conf or jmods being introduced, but we had the JRE folder. Now the JRE folder is totally taken away. We don't have any more JRE folders in the core JDK package. So the JDK package is being introduced with two directories. One is conf, another one is jmods. So what we will see, let us type an ls for the conf. So this conf has some internal JDK management related stuff and security related configuration files. So some of the properties we need to do changes or maintenance modifications which will be maintained throughout the JDK 9 scope will be residing here. We are not much more interested into the conf folder now, but the important folder which we are now going to see is jmods. Jmods. This is a very important folder. So far in Java, what are all the features we have? Everything became modularized and packed into a separate modules. For example, activation is a separate module, logging is a separate module. Similar to this, we have JConsole. It is one more utility. It is a separate module. Java Net Packages is a separate module. Even for database related stuff, we have separate module. JDBC, everything is being packed into separate modules here. So whenever your project needs one particular module, we will import that module and use it in our project. So if we pack it up, all the necessary things needed for your particular project only will be part of your deployment archive. It won't blot your entire application without unnecessary jars or unnecessary dependency files. So only what are all the things you depend on your code that will be added to your build folder or your build process or your build binary. So the rest of the things which are really not needed can be ignored. So this is the way you are modularizing how you are going to package your application, how you are going to package your project and deploy into a container. So your deployment package or archive will be very much portable, and they won't contain unnecessary jars or anything which is not really needed for your code. So what are all the things you are exactly using can be taken from the modules and used in your code. So we are going to see how to import a module, how we need to write code, and how we can share our code as a custom module. All these things we are going to see in the future sessions. So it is just a head start. You need to know there is a folder in Java 9 jmods. It contains all the existing features of Java separated into different modules, using which we can import the module which really are of our interest or our requirement based on our business need. This is called as modular JDK. Similar to this, we are going to write our code as well in a modular fashion. Okay, so our code also will have custom modules. Those custom modules can interact with the Java predefined modules. Those and all are we are going to see much more in detail in the future sessions. Right. So now it considerably reduces our packages. For example, if we are generating a deployment jar or a var from a Java project, this approach of modular programming considerably reduces our development effort, considerably reduces the memory footprint. Okay, so let us give a glance over the folder structure, how it is being organized in JDK 9. I am opening my Explorer. Here I will see in the softwares folder, you can see JDK 9. So this is what we have seen in the console. The same thing I am now showing in the GUI. So if you open the jmods, it has some handful of 99 packages. I think it may end up in Java 10. There may be some more packages. So it will keep on increasing. They will keep on increase the packages. What I want to show is the interesting thing is if you see JDK 9 properties, you see the size here is 568 MB. Whereas in the previous versions of Java, which is JDK 1.8, you can see it is 371 MB. See, almost a 50% of increase in the size. So what they did is they made JDK a big package, a big modular code, so that the one time installation of JDK is really going to be very big. But the jars or vars generated using the JDK9 modular programming approach will not going to be such much bigger. So the entire thing, what are all the tools you need to develop a modular programming for JDK is being separately modularized and placed inside the jmods folder. So if you just see the jmods folder alone, it is 137 MB. So the majority size of the JDK9 relies in the jmods folder. Okay, apart from this, if you explore the lib folder, we cannot see any file called tools.jar, which is very much important in your JDK 8 ecosystem. In the JDK 8 ecosystem, if you check, there is a tools.jar file. It is the primary jar file which the bootstrap loader utilizes to identify the jars and loads all the preliminary tools which we use to run or execute the Java code. This tools.jar is no more needed in JDK 9. Apart from that, there is one more thing in JDK 8. There is JRE folder which contains a lib. Inside the lib you have one important thing called rt.jar. Tools.jar and rt.jar are the important jar files so far up to the Java 8 version in Java ecosystem. Now in Java 9 they totally changed the approach of development, and inside the lib you cannot see the tools.jar. And similarly, you cannot identify the rt.jar as well because the entire JRE folder itself is being modularized. So JRE, JVM, all these things, whenever you need, you can just make use of it. Everything became a module in JDK 9. Okay, so how to create our own module, how to utilize the existing modules, how to write code using the modular approach of JDK. These things we are going to see in the future session. So this is just an introduction about how folders or files being organized in Java 9. The important thing we need to know is jmods. Jmods. What does it contain? It contains all the predefined modules in JDK ecosystem. This is very much important. So here no JRE, that means no tools.jar and rt.jar. So this is the major change into the folder structure for Java 9 in comparing with Java 8. So please subscribe my channel and please click the bell button to get updates as and when a new video gets posted. So I am going to show you how to create a simple user defined module and structure of a module, what a module is, how it works, everything in the future sessions. So keep watching the video. Thank you.